Welcome to ED 801. In this short video, I'm going to walk you through our Blackboard course website and talk a little bit about the first module. So the first thing you should see when you log into Blackboard is the announcements page. And I just want to draw your attention to the course books. This information was sent out by email, but in the interest of trying to save a little bit of money on books, I am using a slightly older edition of Educational Research, Competencies for Analysis and Application. Throughout the course, this is going to be referred to as GMA for Gay, Mills, and Arison, the authors. The Creswell book I think you should have already had from a prior course. Dr. Burke's Elements of Inquiry, which I think you have from a prior course, and the APA manual. If you go ahead and click on the welcome page, you'll find information about me, including email, cell phone number, response time. You'll also see the course description and learning objectives and outcomes. Syllabus tab is fairly self-explanatory. My information is also under my instructor, in particular the WebEx room that I use, and if you don't like WebEx, my Skype. The bulk of our class is going to be in the modules folders, and I've kind of taken a different approach. So we'll actually start the class online. This is a blended course, so 50% of the course is in person and 50% of the course is online. Each module is, we have week 1 online and then in person week 1. So there's actually 2 week 1s because I'm trying to prioritize the mode of instruction. When we look at the week span, you'll notice that usually it's a 7-day period, starting on a Sunday, ending on a Saturday, with the exception of Memorial Day weekend. I've kind of lumped things in because we are not going to really have class over that Memorial Day weekend. So for our first class, just go ahead and click on modules, and you'll find each course starts with a focus of the week, a checklist that outlines the readings for that week, the assignments, any videos you might need to watch, and then the assignments are actually linked, so you would upload, you click on this to upload the assignment. Please upload all of your assignments using the browse function and attach a file. Do not copy and paste the text in. If you need to go back, or there's a breadcrumbs at the top, I suggest you use that to go back. We work in discussion groups, and each discussion group is a small group that you're assigned to throughout, and you'll stick with your group throughout the course of the semester. So the discussion group will have your discussion topic up at the top, and then each of you is assigned to a particular group. I call them writing groups, actually, because they that's the thing we use in 830. So I want to kind of get you started in working in a small group at this point. And then just basically go ahead and find your particular group. I'll pick group 1, and then you're going to notice that this is a post first discussion forum, which basically means you need to post before you can see what other people have written. Let's go back to the modules. And there's a couple different ways to enter the discussion. So you can enter through your module, and so for example, I'll pick the our in-person week, first in-person week, and so here you'll see the focus, you'll see the readings. For people who may not have the GMA textbook, I have taken the liberty of PDFing the first week's readings out of that book, so you have a little bit more time to get a hold of it. Chapter 1 was a fairly large file size, and so there's actually Chapter 1, Part 1, and Part 2, just because of the size of the file. And then we have some videos, and so I would like you to watch this video and either this one or this one. You have assignments for this week and a discussion board. I also have the class handouts for our first in-person course up already for you. I typically will post my PowerPoints at some point during the day of class, kind of depending on what we're doing. And then your writing groups, again, are located in here. Please pay attention to the fact that you do have a prompt and a writing group for every week, both the online and the in-person. So this is what our weekly modules look like. Discussion groups, you can enter through the module or the discussion tab. Assignments. One of the things I like to point out about the assignments, pretty much every single assignment is going to have a support document associated with it. So, for example, with your peer review journal article critique, you're going to have some instructions on how to do critiques, and then you'll also have the grading rubric associated with this. Same thing for a lit map and APA works cited page. When we scroll down, you will notice that our last day of class is July 12th. What I want to point out is that is our last day of in-person class, but I have found in teaching this last summer that people needed a little bit of extra time to complete work. And so I have scheduled 3 assignments to be completed after we meet in person for the last time. And so they are not located in modules, they are located under the assignments tab. Going down, if you're a person who likes a calendar, the calendar for this is available, and it's only going to show when assignments are due, and those are large assignments, not the discussions. Resources tab is going to be very useful for this class. So there is an APA cheat sheet, a link to Purdue's online writing center, a link to APA style blog, and a quick reference for the Burke Convention, because you're going to need to use that with tables and figures. This class is supported through an article and book list. This is the full list. You will use this list to do the methodology synthesis assignment in the course. Also, I have PDF'd or provided, I'd say probably about a third of the list, and in particular, chapters from textbooks that are a little bit more difficult to get a hold of or would require interlibrary loan are PDF'd for you. We will be using some data sets in this class, and so there is a data sets tab that has information for you. Dissertation resources. So you can access the dissertation template and references through this link. We will be using Qualtrics in this class, and so this is information on how to set up your Qualtrics account. We will use WebEx. Some people are very familiar with WebEx in this course. Some people are not. So this is a document on how to set up and use WebEx. I strongly encourage you to use and to get in a good practice of using the Research and Writing Center. And here are information, so some short videos from the Research and Writing Center, and then also Dr. Ott's contact information, and then program links. So I hope that this has provided you with a brief overview of our Blackboard website. Please pay attention and be aware that our first assignment is due May 5th, and you are welcome to contact me by email, WebEx if you'd like to talk in person, or my cell phone. Thanks so much, and I hope you have a great weekend.